Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing today? It's a professional here. So today Rockstar released the last two Simeon missions. I believe this is it for them. And the last two missions are pretty good here. So again, to play these missions, you don't need to go to Simeon's dealership. You can just go to missions and start them here. They're Simeononics and Under the Hammer. And Simeononics is a stealth mission, and I'll show you guys how to complete it perfectly stealth without getting spotted. So let's start it off here. Okay, so the first mission, Simeonics. Let me tell you a story. A local international businessman once sold some very expensive cars to a foreign buyer. Off the books, of course. The cars were leaving town in the back of a privately chartered cargo plane when a totally unconnected third party intercepted the shipment. After a discreet interval, they sold them back to the businessman for a small profit. A beautiful story, no? I have told it many times, and the cars never change. Okay, so this is a stealth mission. I was actually hoping they would add a stealth mission, and they finally added one. This mission, I highly recommend you have at least one person helping you out on this mission if you want to do it stealth at least. If you do it stealth, you can avoid the cops at the end of the mission. You don't have any cops. So let me show you guys how to do this mission quietly. Once you get to the airport, Simeon will send you a text message saying that he prefers you do it quietly. Now, there's a few different gates that you can enter from, and the plane, it spawns at different sides. It's either going to spawn on the right side of the runway or right behind the main terminal. And when you pull up next to this gate right here, you're going to see a car going in. Let the car go in. Right after the car goes in, just have somebody drop the first guard with a suppressed weapon. You shoot them once with a silent sniper rifle in the torso, they'll die, so you don't have to aim for the head, and just drive in here. And when you drive in here, I recommend you follow this wall right here and just get past all of the enemies, because there's a lot of enemies and they don't appear on your radar until you get very close to them. You're going to want to watch out for the cars too, because there's a few cars to patrol around the airport. And what I like to do is I like to drive my friends all the way across this runway here, and I avoid all the enemies, and then I get as close as I can to the plane, and then we run the rest of the way. And I know what some people are thinking, what about an air vehicle? Can't I use that to get in here? Theoretically, you could, but I personally recommend driving a car in here with your friends, because you have to drop somebody at the gate, because when you're going to be driving the cars later, there's going to be somebody at the gate. So I recommend dropping them and just driving your friends over here. Now, when you move up on the plane, you're going to want to watch out for the car, because a lot of times the cars tend to drive around here, and when you don't see a car, just run as close as you can to the plane. I like going up from the left side, and no, you can't drive the cargo plane, you can't fly the cargo plane in this mission, it's unfortunate. But anyways, I recommend you try to kill as many guys as you can, but don't kill guys you don't have to. I like to clear a path to the plane, but if there's somebody I can avoid killing, I'm going to avoid killing them. So I'm moving up here, and I'm dropping guys by themselves. And also, here's a very big tip. A lot of these enemies, they don't appear on the radar until you're very close. So even though it might look like there's one enemy standing by himself, there might be another enemy looking in his direction. Like, look over here. This guy's here. If I drop that guy by the car, he could have potentially seen it. So I dropped that guy back there, then the guy by the car. I've gotten spotted a few times in this mission, and the main reason I got spotted was because there was some guy in the distance that saw a body. So you're going to want to time your shots carefully, make sure you keep an eye out, look all around, see if there's a guy in that direction, anybody that can potentially see those bodies, and clear them out. You're going to have a few guys that walk back and forth. This guy here is walking in between these buildings. I just dropped him here in this hallway so nobody saw that body. Didn't want him coming up and seeing the body near the car. Got that guy. Waiting until this guy's by himself here. Nobody can really see that. And then what I did right here is there's a few guys over here on the left. I took these guys out just to be safe, that they weren't going to go outside and see one of the bodies. So I'm moving up on the left side of the plane here. See a guy over here. Drop that guy. Okay. Now I got to worry about these guys in between these buildings. One guy I saw standing right here by himself. I can take him out. Now these two guys... this, I recommend you kill them with a friend. This is why it's very important to have one friend on this mission with you at least. So time your shots. I told my friend I'd take out the guy on the left. He said he would get the guy on the right. Both down. Okay, we're clearing a path to the plane now. Now, when you get to the plane, there's going to be two guys standing at the back of the cargo hold. Do the same thing again. Do a sync shot together. I get the guy on the left. My friend gets the guy on the right. We take them out both together, and it's clear here. Okay, now... what you're going to want to do is just run around here and just make sure there's no enemies in view. No enemies can see when you drive the car out. I saw a guy back here. He was by himself. I just dropped him just to be safe. Got that guy. There's a guy over here on the right too. See, there's a guy back there. I took these guys out together just to make sure they didn't see it. So I took out the security guard. My friend, he took out the airport worker on the right side. Get these guys here together. And they're down. Okay. Now we got one final guy over here. And he's down. Okay, now the rest of this mission, it's pretty simple. This can be a little stressful here because you're still got to be very careful not to get spotted. If you did the mission everything correctly, you're actually going to get a very unique message from Simeon here. And Simeon is actually going to send you a message saying the police scanner is not working right now or something like that. Let's see here. Let's see what he says. Get in the cars. Police scanners are still silent. Okay, so you get this unique message from Simeon if you do everything quietly. Now, when you drive all the vehicles out, make sure you guys all go together. Just to make sure that nobody gets spotted. So my two friends were following me, and I was driving out here very carefully. I wasn't going like really slow, but I was being really careful also, just to make sure that there's no enemies, nobody spots me, and also keep an eye out for that car, because that car tends to circle around the airport a lot. You want to be careful for that car, or you could get spotted by it. Okay. So now then, what we're going to do is we're going to take the exact same route we used to get to the plane, but go back, go over here, go on the main runway. There's no enemies on the main runway, so you can gas as much as you want here. Go around here. Take the exact same path we used. Move up more. Keeping an eye out for that car. Don't see that car here. And now, get near this building here. Get right near this wall. Follow this exit out. And go towards the gate. And there we go, we're good. Now, the rest of the mission, all we gotta basically do is drive. Now, here's a tip also. If you do get spotted, it's going to get very rough. Like, you're going to get like a 3-star, 4-star wanted level around there, and there's going to be cops that are just going to spawn right in the airport. Like, there's going to be so many of them right in the airport. If that happens to you, still try to get the cars and try to get out. But here's a very big tip I can give you guys. Do not call Lester until you get out of the airport. And the reason you don't want to call Lester is because the second I got spotted and we rushed for the cars and we got them, I called Lester when I was in the airport. Big mistake, because if you call Lester in the airport, the cops will go away for a few seconds, but then you'll instantly get the one level again. You want to call him when you're outside of the airport. So once you get out of the airport, just call Lester if you get spotted, and then you're good. Just drive the rest of the way, and that's it for the mission. This mission I enjoyed the most. Out of all the repo missions, this one was my favorite one. I enjoyed this one because I really enjoy stealth. The unfortunate thing is that when you play this mission, especially with randoms, most people aren't going to play like you saw me and my friends play here. Most people are just going to rush, and it's unfortunate, but you can do this mission stealthy, and you do get a unique text message at the end of it, just like you got a unique text message at the end of the Martin missions, the dispatch missions, one of the airport one if you completed that quietly. So this mission is completed. Let's move on to the next mission. The next mission is burn rate. Here is something I have learned in this town. The fire department are just cops in different colored trucks. They put out the fire in your showroom on Monday. I guarantee the feds show up on Tuesday. So right now, when my latest shipment is going up in smoke, thanks to the party vindictiveness of my competition, I have nowhere to turn except you. I need you to deal with this fast. Okay, so in this mission, you need to get a fire truck. Fire station is not too far from the dealership, a few blocks south here. So we get into a fire truck, and there's a few fire trucks in the station, but you really only need one, and your friends, they can get other fire trucks if they want to complete the mission a little faster, but you can do it with one. You have plenty of time, and I personally think it's better if everybody just gets into one fire truck, because then your friends can cover you, and you don't have to really worry about getting shot out that much. When you get over here, there's a big war zone. You do have some allies, which is good. You have people actually helping you out, so all the enemies aren't just going to be shooting you. Now, when you're going to be putting out the vehicles here, have your friends that are in the fire truck with you, just covering you, trying to kill as many enemies as you can. And also, if you drive the fire truck backing up at an angle, it's really hard for the enemies to shoot you out. Now, when you spray water at these vehicles, it's the exact same thing as in the RCV mission in the Doomsday Heist. All you basically need to do is you just need to spray each vehicle just a little bit, not a lot, and you'll see the blue bar. When you see that blue bar appearing for the vehicle health, then right after that, just go on to the next vehicle. And the reason you want to do that is because when that blue bar appears, the vehicle is going to extinguish itself. So you just need to spray it a little bit, see that blue bar right there, and then it's going to start extinguishing itself. Look at the map right there. It disappears right after that. So just spray each vehicle just a little bit. You don't got to keep spraying each vehicle until it's completely out. Just spray it a little bit, and then it'll be put out. Now, there's going to be one vehicle that's in a crate here. I didn't know where it was at first, and then I realized it was in the crate. It can be a little annoying getting in this angle, but you spray right here. See the little blue bar there? Now we just drive away. It's going to put itself out. So when the white bar changes to a blue bar, it means it's putting itself out. Move on to these vehicles. Here's 3. Just basically spray it all around. That one's done, and that one. And they're all going to put each other out. See? All disappearing off the map. Now there's a few final vehicles here. Get these. Got them all here. And now this is going to be the biggest sum of vehicles are all going to be together here. And there's going to be a large cluster of enemies. So make sure that your friends are just covering you. Make sure that they're shooting as many of these guys as they can. Tell your friends to go for headshots. Okay, that's done. Now this, spray these two vehicles a little bit. That should be good. And then spray the final two. And also, your friends are going to help you complete the mission a little faster by killing these guys. Because right after you put out all the vehicles, then you got to kill all the enemies. And what I recommend at this point is to have one of your friends, if you have 3 friends like me, have one of your friends get out and go on foot and just shoot them that way. But if you're in the fire truck, stay in the fire truck. Take advantage of it, because if you back up, they can't shoot you out. And you can also use the water cannon to kill them. I actually killed a few of them with the water cannon, but just back up. One of your friends is in the fire truck and just shoot them, and we just clear the rest of the enemies out. Let me just fast forward here. There's not really any point of showing this. Just kill all the enemies, and you're pretty much done with the mission. So, I mean, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this walkthrough I did of all these missions. I really did like it. I like these repo missions. I hope they had more contact missions in the future. What I really liked about these missions is there was no military vehicles in them, no futuristic vehicles. I had kind of a nostalgia feeling when I was playing these missions. I felt like GTA Online went back to its roots as playing as a criminal, not all this futuristic military stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this walkthrough of these missions. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.